Yo guys, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. Okay, so today's video, I've got a little bit of a a different video. No, actually I've done a few of these in the past and I haven't done one recently, mainly because I've been too lazy to do so. But given that there is a large event coming up, I'm going to post the roadmap on the screen right now. We're talking about the spring collab banners. I felt it a great time right now because there shouldn't be anything really between now and then besides Valentine's Day, which I'm not going to bother with that anyway, but there's really nothing between now and then to say that we need to spend Iris. And if you're free to play, this guide is basically directed at you. If you're not free to play, this still helps because I'm going to calculate all of the non-variable free to play Iris that you can earn in this game. Now some of this may be slight, like if there are slight variabilities, I've included them in the calculations. If they are entirely variable, then they're not included. So for example, we have the ability to earn 10 Iris a day from the ad in the Iris shop, guaranteed 10 Iris. However, the regular 4 ads a day that we can watch to earn Iris is RNG, depending on whether you get the right spot in the scratch card. So the scratch card ad Iris has not been included, whereas the Iris shop ad Iris has. Oh my god, this is so hard to say. Before I go any further, I will say, the gameplay in the background is literally just there to have something in the background while the text does all the working out for you. I would just like to point out, guys, I'm trying to get my likes back up. The Grand War videos seem to really have messed with the YouTube algorithm for my channel, and I'm sort of lost out on a lot of views here. So if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, if you really do enjoy this video, if you do like my content, hit that like button for me, guys. It would really help out. Also, I am saving for a new microphone and a new camera. Yes, I'm moving to DSLR in terms of camera, and I want to get the new Elgato Wave. Now this is not my job, so this is a hobby, and I'm hoping that this hobby basically just pays for itself. Having to dip into your pocket when you're not earning enough to sort of turn a profit if you're reinvesting. So like if you're reinvesting into it, you're not really going to turn a profit. So essentially this hobby is just paying for itself. Now I will at some point add a price goal bar somewhere on the screen so you guys know how close I am to getting said microphone and said camera. But yeah, no, I'm not asking for donations. If you feel like you can afford to, or if you want to, you enjoy the content and you want to drop a donation, the link to my donations will be in the description. I will also give a shout out to anyone that donates. I will get the notification, so you will get a shout out in whichever video comes after your donation. That awkward part aside, waiting for people to call me a sellout in the comments, let's get into the calculations. Okay, so Google has said that spring starts on March the 20th. Now, giving a little bit of leeway here, I'm going to say that the collab banners starting in spring, I'm going to call it around the 6th or 7th of March to give us a little bit of breathing space, because I doubt it will be the end of March. Maybe it might. If I'm wrong, then it just means we get more time to save. But so I'm calling it and doing these calculations based on the collabs being announced, or at least dropping around the 7th of March. That gives us, from now, from the time of recording, 56 days. So we're going to start with these calculations. Now, you should be doing your dispatch quests every day. You will get 3 Iris a day from the morning board dispatch quests every day. So 3 times 56, that gives us 168 Iris. Next, the night dispatch boards. Now, as far as I'm aware, you don't really get that much Iris there. I may be incorrect here. If so, I've left out the individual Iris, but once every 8 days you get an evening quest, an evening dispatch quest called Lake Lolog or Lolog Lake or whatever it's called. It will give you nothing but 20 Iris. That's once every 8 days. So we will have 7 opportunities to do that, which is 140 Iris. Let's add that. We're not going to do the grand total until the very end here. We're just going to add, we're just going to put the current accumulated, or not the current accumulated, we're going to put the current individual sums on the screen here, and we're going to get to the total at the end. Okay, next we have 4 record busters between now and then. Now I've tried to put it I've tried to estimate a reward that as many people as possible can get in terms of who my viewers are. So I put that down as 650 iris per record buster. If you're following along here and you don't think you can get 650 iris, just drop that down to 600 and you can still follow along. It's not a big deal, but there are 4 record busters, 650 iris piece. That's 2,600 iris from record buster rewards alone. Next, we will have 4 war games between now and then. That is 700 iris. Everyone can get to King 1 if you've been playing for more than a month. So if you've not been playing for more than a month, you don't really need this guide because the game basically throws buttloads. My microphone is wobbling, I'm sorry. The game basically throws buttloads of iris at you at the beginning. Anyway, so war game rewards, we're going to say 700 over the 4 weeks. That's 2,800 iris to go along with the rest. Next, we have the daily ad iris from the iris shop here. Keep this in mind. We go into purchase iris and watch that ad every day. That's 10 iris, 10 times 56, 560 iris to go along with the rest. Coming up next, we have your daily rewards. Okay, so along with your actual dailies, you'll have the guild quest that tells you to do that tells you to do record buster or attempt record buster or clear record buster once a day, or participate in 5 war games a day per each one. So that's 28 days worth of record buster dailies. That's 280 iris. And again, on the opposite side here, we have 28 days of daily war game completions. That 5 daily war game completions. That's another 280 iris. Then you have the actual dailies, the guild quests. You know, go in, speak to 3 people, do your story quest, rare. That is another 10 iris for 56 days. That's 560 iris to go along with the rest. I was going to calculate login bonuses here, but then I realized they are too variable and too far and few between to actually estimate how much iris you would get from login rewards. So we're going to jump straight over and we're going to go and add the 7th zone clearances. Now, as someone pointed out to me, when I say someone, Tiv and Doge in my Discord basically took me off my pedestal and made me realize that not everyone can S clear the very hard difficulty of 7th zone, and especially not every 7th zone. So we're going to base this on the fact that you can S clear normal and hard 7th zones, but only earn 2 iris from the very hard, and on the fact that you cannot and it's also based on the fact that you wouldn't be able to score 15 million on every very hard. So if you can S clear very hard, chances are you'll probably earn more iris than I'm going to estimate here for this guide for you. But the total 7th zones here, you will earn 4 iris for S clearing each stage. That's 4 iris for normal, 4 iris for hard, and let's say 2 iris for very hard across both 7th zones. And then you'll earn 20 iris if you don't 15 mil clear the very hard stages from the guild. That's another 20 iris. So we're talking 40 iris a week, 8 weeks. That's 320 iris in total. That overall, I understand I threw a lot of numbers at you there, and I've done the math. I have calculated it all. This is just if I wanted to, I literally could have just told you how much iris you could potentially earn as an estimate, but if I didn't show my workings out, I'd have people coming, oh, where did you get that number? So I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. That will bring us to a total of 7,708 iris to be earned between now at the start of next week. So I know the game works from Thursday to Thursday. This has been calculated from Sunday to Sunday. So starting from next week, being the 11th, the total iris you can earn free to play as an estimate, give or take the ones that may be variable to you, is 7,708 iris. I have left out Familiar Wargame, I have left out Familiar Rush, they are too variable. As I said before, I've left out login bonuses, they are also too variable. But between now and then, you can earn 7,708 iris. And there is not give or take, there's also those people that probably can only get 600 iris from Record Buster instead of the 650. But everyone that's been playing for a while should be able to get to King 1 without a doubt, without a problem. That being said, I think that is going to be everything. Those are the calculations. I hope this guide has helped. If it has, drop in the comments, give me a like, give me a comment. Tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. But either way, this is just an estimate, a rough guide. If the collab banners drop in March. Anyway guys, that's going to be everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you are not. Social media links in the description, and as always, I love you and I'll catch you later.
Fire!